Hi guys, good evening. I'm just setting up my chat and sharing the link. So I need a couple of minutes. The screen is shared. Chat is set. People are joining in. Hi Raj, I think you're here for the very first time. Hi Sai, good evening. So guys, thank you for joining in tonight. Hi Prakash, hi Nilesh. Good evening, good evening. Guys, hi Srini. I'll give it a minute so that the people can join in and we can start at about in 2 minutes. Hi Kamal, Sat Shri Akal. Raj, do not have a Discord. Uh, I do not have a WhatsApp group. There was a Telegram community which I had, which was public. I recently closed it because I find so many inactive people in that community. So I wanted to clean that up. If you want, you can ping me on Twitter at Naval for you, and I can add you. Hi Raman, good evening. Hi Vasudha, hi Mitchell. It's not only today, it's like for the last 4 or 5 days, I have had good amount of loss. So this market is really tough. It's not moving at all. And as a result, what it is doing is it's killing our capital. And it's creating a frustration because if you look at the ES chart, let's go to ES first. It's 1 day, and let's go to ES. You see how many doji we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's insane. I have not seen such a tight range. Literally, we are just moving higher, higher, and higher, but such a tight range, it's gonna be explosive. The moment we have a big breakout, it's going to be really, really explosive. We might have week of one side trading or a week of one side downside move, but as of now, it's getting really, really tight. And if you look at this, the momentum is slowly shifting positive. So even if Netflix had bad numbers today, Tesla had bad numbers, and we really had seen that the market is not bringing them down. Tesla, yes, is down about $10. Maybe similar to Netflix, it may bounce tomorrow. So I really don't know because this market is not ready to fall. And I think I have a reason behind that. Maybe let's look at that reason. Let me go to investing.com. Okay, and let's look at indices futures. Okay, now if you look at some of these indexes, right? If you see DAX, it's almost its 52-week high. CAC is almost like there's 1 to 2% gap from 52-week high. DEX is high, CAC is high. FTSE is about 4% away. Okay. Uh, drag. If you look at India Nifty, it's about 5% away from its all-time highs. Uh, China, if you look at China, where is China? Hong Kong, it has moved really, really like from the bottom to high. But if you look at US market, it's not moved substantially. It's holding right there. So I think we are trying to catch up. Hi, Preem. Hi, Vani. So that's the reason we are not falling. Even if we are putting bad numbers, market is sustainable. The liquidity issue, which may come pretty soon, because if you look at Fed's uh, interviews, Fed points from the conferences, everybody is giving an idea that rates are going to stay. So probably like we will see much more impact of liquidity crunch. And because of that, we might see some cool off. If there's no cool off or there's no liquidity crunch, market I think is poised to go higher. Anything you look at this, any way you want to see this, I'm not going to fight this. It's slowly and steadily going up. If you look at this candle, it's dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. The positive momentum is building up. It's not giving up. It's still 22. The strength is coming. Like today, Amazon, Apple, they were really, really good. Nvidia is non-stop. There's no stopping in Nvidia. Even if we had the bad numbers from Netflix and Tesla, the ES is only down how much points? 8 points? That's ridiculous. So I think if we are not going down with the bad news, we will go up with the positive news. Tomorrow, maybe the trigger, once we have the numbers, I think tomorrow numbers are, there is global economic calendars. So tomorrow, come on. So tomorrow we have jobless claims. So if that number comes to be high, market should like it. Okay. And I don't think the manufacturing index will have, like, because it's Philadelphia, it's not entire US. But initial jobless claim, yes, they are important. The expectation is 240. If we have more than 240, maybe 300, yeah, we may like it. Again, but the market reaction, I don't know. Market may take this as a negative because then everything is slowing down. Right now, every news is taken on its merits. So I am not going to make any bias. The only way you can trade this market is either you trade based on your levels or you do not trade. If you are trying to catch a trend, one-sided move, it's really, really difficult. And I'm being very honest here. People will claim that they can do this and that, but it's hard. It's really, really hard. I'm going to stop share and share again because my screen is like flickering. So let me just do that for a second. Yeah, it's still moving. I think there's some issue with what you call Thinkorswim. It's like automatically moving on its own. You will notice on my screen when you're looking at this. I really don't. Let me just log out and log in again in Thinkorswim. Give me 1 second. I don't like this flickering. Scalpers market 100%. 100% scalpers market. See, the only way we can make in this market money is if we have an overnight position and all of a sudden there's a gap up or a gap down on that position, we can make money. Making money during the day, it's getting really, really hard. Every dip in this index is getting bought. Every day there's one stock or another stock which comes up and shows that, yes, I'm going to lead. It could be Microsoft one day, it could be Apple one day, it could be Google one day, it could be Amazon one day. NVIDIA is every day, and they take the index higher. All right, so let's start from the scan. I was trying to write the scan for Kinishi, but it was not complete, so I'll come back to that. Let's start for index inside days. We have JPM, Moderna, Snow. I think Snow was in my list or not in the list. Snow is inside there. So I'll make a note inside there. And I think Ronnie wanted me to cover Crocs. Crocs, I'll make a note here, Crocs. JPM, I don't have it. Nasdaq is inside there. Nasdaq is inside there. So we already have inside there. Okay, let's look out for bearish candle patterns on the daily time zone. Look out for 20. Nothing. Let's look out for positive candle patterns. And I'm only looking at hammer, morning star, morning doji star. You can choose any candle pattern and try to search. Nothing there. Let me just check on Bollinger Band. I'm just trying to expand the scans. I'm going to scan this in my default only. Nothing here. So practically not much from the scan. So let's look at the list. If I need to add something here. I think it's good. Okay, let's start, guys. Let's start. Let's not spend more time on this. So let me just change the candles to High Kinishi. And you will see that High Kinishi is telling you the strength, the candle color is green. Pradeep, I don't have any specific workspace. It's just the white color and the candles. There's nothing here. There's no indicators. So you can use it very simply. There's no need to share anything. So here, if you look at this candle, all these candles are green candles and there's only two red candles. We have one-sided move, which is happening. And this move has happened. We made like from here to here, we made a bull flag. We're trying to break out from that bull flag. Let me just clear this up and create properly. So this is the post of that bull flag. And this is the flag right here. We are trying to break out like in terms of High Kinishi, but it's not yet there. But if you look at the normal candles, you will see that there's not significant body over here. And as a result, we are stuck with this 23.6 Fibonacci, which is 4169. But what has happened is the gap which was covered here almost tested one more time. There's no negative strength. It's slowly and steadily moving up. I think somewhere here, maybe next week or next to next week, we may have a big breakout or a big breakdown. It's setting up for that move. but I really don't know when it's going to happen, but it's coming. Now, if this is unclear, let's go for a longer time frame. Let's add a weekly candle and just see where we are. On the weekly candle, you will see we are making right at doji. And if I am expecting right, if we have a doji right here this week, we close right at 4170 area. This will be a really good move to set up an evening star. Next week, we might start to drop down. We might have a negative news over the weekend. We might gap down. I really don't know. I think we still have 2 more days to get crunched into this zone. 4190, 4160, 50. End of the day, end of the week, if we uh, manage to close around 4170, that will be a dodgy candle. That will fill the base for a complete evening star. Evening star is a bearish pattern, and that too setting up on a weekly candle is terrible. Because last time when we had this, we just came down drastically from there. Look at this. This was a weekly dodgy candle. We went up in straight line, similarly from 4100 to 4600, about 400 to 500 points. And then we just came down, 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 and hit and made the new lows for the year. So if we compare at that time, the negative momentum was at the peak. The strength was not there. The green line was not there. It was down. If you go back now, you will see this is totally opposite. There's no strength on the upside. There's no strength on the downside. There's hardly any momentum. So it's totally neutral. If you look at my uh, label here as well, on the weekly, it's showing neutral. It's not giving me any positive or negative momentum. So as of now, I think it's very, very inconclusive where we are heading. From a day point of view, yes, we are positive, but it's not clear. So positive, what happened here? Positive, if you want to try a buy, I think any dip is getting bought. So 4160, 4170 above and is a buy. Targets are still there. Buy the dip of stop loss of 4148 now, which is the 12 EMA. Again, 50% chance it may dip and then bounce. I will only short below 4148 now. Stop loss, I will keep 4160. Even here, I'll keep 4160. On the downside, if I hit 41, right here, 4130, 4072. It's an inside day, no, not an inside day. It's multiple dodges at the top, which is really, really risky. At the top. And again, if we lose 4148, the fall will be aggressive because we have kind of dodged the bullet until now. The moment we lose the 12 EMA, things can get really, really bad. Otherwise, if we hold this, if we do, like you see right here, we had this was the week, okay, when we started from last week. This was last week's top. We made the new high, fake breakout, we came down. Then we made a new high, again a fake breakout, we came down, tested this. Now, from a lower point of view, if we break down below this, it will be a fake breakdown if it tests the 12 EMA and then bounce. So the market is not giving you any conclusive direction. So you need to be very, very careful here to trade. If you don't want to trade, just don't trade. If you have a little bit of confusion, just don't trade. That's ES. So the levels of ES are same 50-50. NQ. NQ similarly. Dodgy. And right now it's showing inside day. And because of Tesla's number, NQ has fallen down. So NQ has an inside day. And again, every time it has gone down, it has found the support of the 12 EMA and managed to close above it. Right now, 12 EMA is 13,125. So till the moment 13,125 is there, you may try to go long. And if it is below this, try to go short. Now, 13,125 is the 12 EMA. It's an inside day up. I will recommend 13,170 to try higher. Look for a target of 13,250. 13,250 and 13,375. It's inside day breakup if it happens on the upside. If it breaks below 1317, 13,925. 1317,925. And again, there's dodgies, and dodgies. Same multiple dodgies. See, dodgies is a direction where market is telling you, I'm not sure. What should I do? And when usually it happens, it gives you a reversal. When dodgy happens at the top, it shows that there is confusion and market is not ready. It is much more evident on ES as compared to NQ because NQ is consolidating in this range for quite a while now. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 candles back to back. Maybe one more candle. Let's look at on the weekly. We see it's a bull flag, pretty honest. It's a very clear bull flag. Last time when I talked, I told you that 14,000 is something possible. It's a very clear bull flag. Now, the only caveat here is that why this is not breaking out. Because till the moment we are holding 13,017, it's a clearly bull flag. And Raj, yes, next week have good earnings. So let's see what happens at that end. Let's move to, again, it's neutral to short. Triple Q. Every single day, one of the other is taking it forward. Again, if we look at the daily candles, the momentum is fine. It's holding the 12 EMA. 12 EMA is such a positive thing that it's not letting you go down. Every time it comes to 312, which is a 61.8 Fibonacci, back tested, goes higher. It's in a very tight range. Or if you want to extend this to this one, 313 to 325, extremely tight range. The same thing if we lose 317, that's the 12 EMA, we should go short. So for the long, stop loss is 317. For short, stop, we want to sell below 317. Targets are right there. Is it inside day up? So no. They have just tested, back tested 12 EMA. Okay, so that's about indexes. There is a mistake here. Apple. So Apple finally had a breakout. We wanted to see the breakout on Apple. It finally managed. It's a bullish engulfing candle. It covered the outside body. The momentum you see right here, the strength is all good. 29 is, or 31 is a strength. Upward momentum is 33. So it's really solid. I think to the earnings, it can actually go and test 173, because that's the only, yeah, 170.50. Today it went higher. So if you want to find a stop loss is 166. Apple is 166.25. Buy if you can get it in near or in the dip, 167. Target is 170. Come on. 176, and next one is 173.50. It closed right on an important area. It's a bullish candle. Bullish engulfing or an outside day, which is good. AMD. I think when I did the live session in the afternoon, I mentioned that AMD need to cross like 12 EMA, which is 90-60, or 34 EMA or 12 EMA. Right now, it's showing strength, and with NVIDIA, I think AMD will catch up pretty soon. This momentum is really at the bottom. So if I expand this, you see right now it's at really at the bottom. So negative momentum is weak. Any positive catalyst will push it higher. So we just need to read how to use this information. So I'll try to go long above 90.75, which is 34 EMA. Now find the base. Its retracement is good. Finding the base, so the logic is right there. The levels are right there. Amazon is positive now. Yes, Raj. Stephen will talk about IW, I'm sure. So this is a clear bullish candle. It take out all the consolidation in one big green candle. Okay. So one we need here is, as if I draw some lines, you will see this is in line, the base is in line. We need to just break out from here. If we do, then we have clearly big moves. So Amazon is a bullish candle. Strength is still not there yet, because we made a good base here, and now we want to break higher. So I will keep the middle of today's candle around 103.25 as my stop loss. 103.25. Buy anything in between 103.25 to 104. Target is 105.85, which was the previous target, and then 108.81. It's a breakout after consolidation and a bullish engulfing candle on daily. Good. BA. BS somehow is managing this. Like last time we talked about buying the dip, it managed to hold this 12 and 34. And it almost filled the gap today where it went down. So I think 207 is now a good stop loss in BA. 207.50 was a good stop loss. Buy above 209. Buy in the dip to 809. And I'll change this to 207. Target is 212 to 14 to 18.9. Again, it has earnings next week, and I expect BA to put really good earnings this time. ITSI is trying somehow. It's trying really, really hard. It went down, but if you look at this range, right, this has provided, see very clearly, this was resistance in the past. Okay, and now this is acting as a base. So till the moment we are holding 99, I think we are up for 109. The only caveat here is we need market to push a little higher. So market as of now is neutral for ITSI. And if we look at the chart now, we need to cross 103.66, which is the 12 EM. So buy above 103.75. Targets are same. Inside day, no, not an inside day. Need to cross about 12 EMA, which is 103.75. Targets and stop losses are good. PayPal. PayPal, last time I expected to go higher, but again, it's consolidating in a range. So I'm going to eliminate this. It needs to break out or break down. I really don't know. So instead, let's add IWM. Let's do IWM. IWM, let's make the levels and let's look out for. So people who don't know how I create levels, I'll just show you how. Now, this is the 5-year candle pattern. I'm going to cancel the extensions for Fibonacci for now. And you see they were there from August of 2021. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to make, I'm looking at this screen from 1 year, January right here to this. I will first create a regression channel. I'm going to draw from 244.60s right there. I'll click right and extend it to the right. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some levels for extensions because I'm looking for a forward move. Now, I'm going to pick extensions, and this was the low. This was the high, and we almost came low here. So I'll ignore this. I'll came here. Yes. So let's look at this. Perfect. You see, it's set up perfectly. We are struggling right here. We were finding the base here. We were struggling right there. Found the resistance, found the resistance. So the Fibonacci levels were set properly 100%. And that gives you confidence that yes, your Fibonacci levels are all good. Now, how I do it, it's a lot of practice. Where you need to put this, you just need to understand that. Now, look at the DMI. It's right at the bottom. It's going down and down and down. Now, let's do a back testing. Okay. Let's see previously when we had the green going down, the red going down, and the black going down, all the three going down in one direction. That was right there, similar to 1021. I think that this exactly is the right structure. Okay. And if we see during that period, we had a consolidation which was happening. Everything went down, and then all of a sudden we had a good boom. That's what I'm expecting in IWM. So that's how we backtested what exactly happened in the past on similar circumstances, what possibly could happen based on the previous data. Similar consolidation, I think it just needs to hold 178.25. So IB, where is people, and remove and put IWM. I'm positive. My stop loss is 177. My area to hit is 179, 181, 179, 60. And I'm going to fill the gap. The low is 181.25. Fill the gap. Buy above 177 or 178.25. That's about IWM. Google. Google has been a punch on my face. It led to really good loss to me. Google had a bearish candle and then it's has gone down. Maybe tomorrow, because if you look at a certain pattern, every day there's a new ticker which is moving. One day it's Netflix, one day is Microsoft, then there's an Apple, there's Amazon, AMD. Tomorrow maybe Google. So if you want to try Google, you need to give yourself a good space of stop loss, which is like 103 something. Google is neutral. Stop loss is 103. Buy if you get a dip, 103, 25, 104. It's a good similar zone. Target is 105.60 and 108. Raj, that doesn't mean anything like a bull market or a bear market. This market is a chop market. Money buy as of now, it's not breaking down. Just as simple. Any negative news is getting digested. Meta, even negative news are getting digested, it means that market is ready to go higher. Raj, you need to just ignore the bias in this move. Just look at the levels and then trade. If you think about a bullish or bearish bias, it will end up only in losses. So we went down from Meta at 218 to 19. We are in a like a seller zone, but it's a long-term trend line which it had tested today, bounced from it, and as of now is holding the 12 EMA for quite a long. The strength is right there. So if again, like if market gets weak, you just need to remember one thing. If market gets weak, you can short below these numbers. Like if Apple gets weak, I will not tend to go short on the positive ones, but on the neutrals or things which are short. So I'll tend to go there and short them. But if like Meta is positive. I'm going to reduce it to neutral. So if it loses that trend line, which is, let's say today's low, 213, then go for it. Go short for it. Where should I buy? I should buy only above 215.70. Or let's say 216. The targets are right there. Sell below 214, 213 for 207.60. Microsoft also is holding similar pattern. So it's neutral for me. It has not lost the 12 EMA. So till the moment it's holding 286, I am fine. So loss of 286. And again, the numbers will depend how they come up for these companies. Again, buy in the dip if tomorrow we dip because of Tesla, so buy in the dip. But remember, anything which is neutral, if you want to short below their stop losses. Uber is curling up, yes. It's good, looking good for upside, yes. Netflix. Now, Netflix was supposed to go down. It did not, and somehow it made a hammer at the bottom. So now we need to fill that gap, which is around 327 or around 330. And that's where we have that 12 EM, 34 EMA as well. So if you want to try along with a stop loss of 319 on Netflix. So I'm neutralizing it. I'm not selling it on rise because with all those negative numbers, if it doesn't fall, then it will not fall. It's as simple. Stop loss is 319.60. 5. Target is 329.70 and 334. 60%. Do not fall, doesn't fall even after such a bad ER. Buy above 324. That's Netflix. Nvidia is positive. It always is. I don't know what's wrong with this company or stock. It's not coming down at all. There was a gap which could have been easily filled today, but no. Yes, it did play a lower low, lower high, but looking at the momentum, no. It's really setting up for a very big move. It tried the 281 last time. Today it tried again, but not yet. So I will keep 275, 276 as my stop loss. 76 as my stop loss. Buy in the dip if you get. $276, 77. I'll make it 275. 281.50. That's 281.50. And then next resistance is 289.25. It's positive for Nvidia. Inside day on snow. I think snow could be a potential mover tomorrow. If market tends to go higher, snow could be a possible breakout option. The snow has an inside day. It's consolidating really nicely in this range. 143, 144, holding this 142 Fibonacci level. Again, right at the bottom. It's really, really like there's no push coming into this, but it's still positive as it has like 25 upward momentum. It's not falling at all. So if you want to call this momentum neutral, that's fine, but it's holding 142. So I'm gonna keep 142.20 as my stop loss. Buy above inside day, so buy above 146, or if you want to buy above 145, or if you want to buy in dip, I'll say buy in the dip 143, 144. He claimed yes. Then we have coin. Coin had made a doji right there from falling down to a doji. If I can get above 65, or I would say 67, coin is doji, buy above 67. I will not try to buy this unless it breaks 67. Stop loss is 65.35. Below this, it's a clear shot. Doji at the bottom, making a base. All right. Cat Thursday, I think this possibility will check. Tesla. So Tesla sell below 176. So Tesla has gone down. Now, where it will open, that is going to be interesting. Last time, it found the support right there at 176, 180 area. Then it found the base at 170 area. So we are at around 170. If we lose 170, we might hit 161. Otherwise, we might try to fill the gap. So Tesla, sell below 170. Top loss is 173 area. Target is 161.5. And then 155. I'm going to say 40% because it will already fall down below this area. If you want to try a buy above 173. Stop loss 170, 177.25, 183.75. That's the mood. Now we have Crocs and we have Caterpillar and Uber. So guys, I'm going to share the Zoom link. If you are interested, you can join in. You can share your charts. You can discuss any ticker you want to. You are more than welcome to join in. Okay, so let's look at Crocs first. CROX, Crocs. The Crocs, Chipotle, McDonald's, they are just breaking out and out and out. Crocs have earnings coming up. Again, they have moved significantly. And let me just draw a simple retracement. 183. So it has almost doubled. And if you see 61 Fibonacci is at 131, and since then it has moved. That 61 Fibonacci was acting as a good resistance. And you will see that all the Fibonacci's which I place, they are fine-tuned. They are getting respected perfectly. And they are respected exactly to the point. So the breakout here is very good. I would not chase it here. Either it comes down to 135, 140, I will be a buyer. I would not like to chase this at this time. I would avoid chasing it. So Bunny, if you're looking at this, maybe it's a good to add at 133, 134 area, but not at this time. Then we had cat. That also has like 1, 2, 3, 4 dodges. Anything above 34, which is 226, will be positive and we can hit 233. Stop loss 225. Anything below 222, we can short on Caterpillar. Uber, let me make Fibonacci extensions, or let me just add first regression channel. Cancel the right extension. Let's go and do the levels are defined for Uber. Uber is, as of now, getting rejected by this trend line. So we need to cross this trend line. This trend line, if crosses, if I get you the dollar value, $32.50, and if we have a close above this, Uber can break out from there. Otherwise, no. That's it. Anybody has any questions, guys? I don't have anybody on the call, so I think you don't have any questions. Thank you for joining in. I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.